In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a closed loop oxygen-free transfer, and that's coming up next. How's it going? My name's Brian. I'd like to welcome you to the channel. If this is your first time here and you'd like to learn more about electric brewing, see how-to videos just like this one, and all sorts of other home brewing related stuff, consider subscribing, and if you do, hit that bell so you don't miss the next video. Not too long ago, I did a video regarding a oxygen-free transfer, or as near oxygen-free as possible. I wanted to step that up a little bit. I do have a Fermentasaurus vessel, and that allows me to do a closed loop transfer, which you can actually do this closed loop transfer with a carboy if you have a couple of items that I used in my previous video. Let's jump into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is keg preparation. You clean it, sanitize it, all that, and then fill it up with water and add your Star San or whatever sanitizer you're using, and actually fill it all the way completely to the top. And what you're doing with that is you're just splicing any oxygen with water. Put your lid on, and then you're going to hook your gas line to the keg and begin forcing the water Star San solution out. Now what I've done is I usually transfer it into another keg so that I'm not actually wasting that solution, and I can just kind of leapfrog that Star San solution down the way with the other kegs. So once you do that, you completely displace all of the water. One of the things that you might do if you're kegging more than 5 gallons and you know that you have more than 5 gallons is you might want to weigh your keg, put some water in it, and raise it to the level just below that air tube so that you're not going to have any beer come up through the air lines whenever you're doing this transfer. Note the weight, and then just make sure that you don't exceed that whenever you're filling the keg. So what I've done with the Fermentasaurus is I've pressurized it to 10 psi, pressurized the keg to 10 psi. I connect one end of the gas line T that I have, and that's from a previous video. I'll put a card up here or in the link in the description below. So once the pressure is equalized between the two vessels by putting the gas line on both of the gas posts on the Fermentasaurus and on the keg, I will connect the liquid line to the outlet on the Fermentasaurus and on the outlet on the keg. And because the two vessels are the same pressure, you will need to reduce the pressure in the keg in order to get the siphon to start. And in order to do that, what I'll do is I'll take the gas line off of the keg, slightly purge a little bit of pressure out of it so that the pressure in the keg drops and starts the siphon. Once the siphon starts, then you can connect the gas line back to the keg, and then the pressure will equalize. This does a couple things for the Fermentasaurus. Because I fermented under pressure, it does have a little bit of carbonation, and if you don't do this closed loop where the pressure is equal, you're going to have some foaming. I've seen a lot of people online have issues with foaming using a spunding valve. So if you use this method, it's definitely going to reduce any kind of foaming, because what causes that foaming is the drop in pressure, and then the CO2 wants to come out of solution. So with this, I had no foaming at all, no issues with any foam coming up into the airline or anything like that. In a closed system like this, you can do it with a carboy. You can use a carbonation cap just like I used in the other video. Put a liquid line on the end of the tubing that you come out of the carboy with, and do the same closed loop. You just really don't need any pressure with it because of the fact that you're not dealing with a carbonated product like what comes out of the Fermentasaurus. So you can use the same technique if you're using a carboy. Question: what are you doing to prevent oxidation when you transfer from carboy or other vessel to keg? Let us know down in the comments below. We certainly appreciate all the feedback, all of our subscribers. We really appreciate everyone. If there's any questions, please leave a comment down below. We'll be happy to answer them. This has been Brian for Short Circuited Brewers. We will see you on the next video.